Good morning and welcome to this Friday session of Yoga Online. Sit comfortably and sit tall. The Friday session is usually a quiet session focusing on asana, pranayama, and a bit of meditation. As we wind down from a busy year, we need to be quiet. Roll the shoulders back. Sit tall. Lift the chest, lift the rib cage, lift the armpits. Lift your ears and take the arms out to the side. Open the chest. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up the arms. Join the palms together. Release the thumbs to the chest and the other four fingers away. Sit tall. Now focus on your posture and pencil your pose. Draw the outline of the pose and become empty on the inside. Pose should be firm with no tension. When the body is tense, the nerves become tense as well. Now focus on the breath, a full inhalation and a full exhalation. Can you slow down the breath? Especially the exhalation. We begin by chanting Om 3 times. Take a slow, deep breath in. Slowly release your hands. Open your eyes. Roll the shoulders back. Interlock your fingers. Rotate at the wrist. Turn the palms away from you. Breathing in, raise up the arms. There should be a full extension of the sides of the tongue. Lift the armpits, lift the wrists, and sit tall. Extend the sides of the tongue, the back body and the front body. Now focus on the breath. As you breathe in, lift the armpits, lift the elbows, and lift the wrist. Maintain the height of the trunk and breathe in from the hip to the armpit. As you breathe out, maintain the height of the armpits and soften the abdomen. We're going to introduce a slight pause today, so breathe in. That pause holds the breath. Breathe out and release. If you have any difficulty holding the breath, continue with just normal inhalation and exhalation. Now a full breath in. Breathe out and release. Slowly release your hands. Roll the shoulders back. Focus on the breath once again. Breathing in, move the chest forward, lift the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, move the chest back, tuck the chin in. This is good to wake up the spine in the morning. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and release. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out and release. One more time. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out and release. Take your right hand behind you. Take your left hand over the right knee. Breathe in. Now focus on the breath. Breathe out to move the neck. Breathe in. Breathe out to move the rib cage. Breathe in. And breathe out to move the chin. Now pencil this posture, this gentle twist, release slightly. And each time you breathe out, soften the abdomen. And as you soften the abdomen, feel the twisting release of the spine. And change sides. Take the left hand behind you, right hand over the left. Keep the arms firm. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, move the navel. Breathe in. Shoulder blades. Breathe in. The chin. Focus on the gentle softness of the abdomen as you breathe out. Allowing for the spine to gently twist. Slowly release. Place your fingertips on the floor, straighten out your legs, and change the crossing of the legs. Roll the shoulders back. Breathing in, raise up both arms, and release your right hand onto the mat. With a full extension of the left hand, walk the right hand across, pin the buttock down, turn the navel and stand to face forward. There should be a length in the crown of the head, spine is long. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body to open the chest. Keep the abdomen soft. Breathe in from the hip to the armpit on the left side. And as you breathe out, maintain the height of the armpit and soften the abdomen. Breathe in to extend. Breathe out and release. Breathe in to extend. Breathe out, soften the abdomen. Hold the pose and focus on the breath. Just the exhalation and the navel moving back each time you breathe out. Maintain the height of the armpits. Breathe in to come up, change sides, walk the left hand across, extend the right arm, turn the trunk to face forward, and lift the armpit away from the hips, lift the wrist away from the armpits, turn the navel to face forward. Focus on the breath, a full inhalation, breathing in from the hip to the armpit. As you breathe out, soften the abdomen. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out and soften. Breathe in to lift. Stretch the right side. Breathe out and soften the abdomen. Maintain this posture and focus on the breath, especially the right side of the lung. Breathe in to come up. Roll the shoulders back. Interlock your fingers, rotate at the wrist, turn the palms away from you, and extend the sides of the tongue. Keep lifting the sides of the tongue. Breathe out and release. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the armpits. Now place your fingertips slightly behind the hip. Roll the shoulders back. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body and lift the head. Now breathe into the entire area of the upper chest. Let the breath touch the heads of the shoulders as you breathe in. And when you breathe out, soften the abdomen. So breathe in. Slight pause. Breathe out and release. Breathe in. Breathe out and release. One more time, breathe in. Slight pause. Breathe out and release. Slowly release the posture. Come onto your knees. Stand on the knees. Place your hands on your hips. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the navel, lift the sternum, move the lower shoulder blade into the body. Draw the elbows towards each other to open the chest. And now breathe into that area of the upper chest. Light pause, breathe out and release. Breathe in. Breathe out to release. One more time, breathe in. Light pause, breathe out to release. Slowly sit back. Take your knees wide. Place your palms on the knees, wrap your fingers around the knees and lift the armpits and sit tall. Now breathe in from the pelvic area to the navel to the sternum, and the sternum to the heads of the shoulders. Hold the breath, breathe out and release. The hold and the pause is very short. Let's repeat this. Breathe in completely. Feel the breath filling up the abdomen, the mid-trunk and the upper chest. Slight pause, breathe out and release. One more time, breathe in. Slight pause, breathe out and release. Slowly release the posture. Walk your hands across the right side. Rest the trunk onto the right thigh. And you're now going to breathe in from the hip to the armpit on the left side, filling up the sides of the lung and the back of the lung. So breathe out completely and settle the trunk onto the thigh. Now as you breathe in, fill the side and the back of the lung, especially the left side as you breathe in. Breathe out and release. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out and release. Walk your hands back and over to the left. Stretch forward. Rest the trunk on the thigh. Release completely. And breathe in from the hip to the armpit. Breathe out and release. Extend. Breathe out and release. Breathe in and extend. Breathe out and release. Walk your hands back and stretch forward. Place your fingertips on the floor. Breathe in, lift the trunk, lift the head, and stretch forward. Release. Release. Release the forehead and breathe into the back body. From the hip to the trapezius muscle, feel the breath running up the back. As you breathe out, soften the abdomen. One more time, a full breath in. Once the breath touches the trapezius area, release the abdomen. Walk your hands back and come to stand. Stand with your feet hip width apart. Raise up both the arms. Turn the palms to face forward lift the chest and breathe into that space. As you breathe out, soften the abdomen. Breathe in, lift the armpits, lift the elbows, and lift the wrist. Create the extra space in the trunk to breathe in. As you breathe out, release your hands. Take your legs out to the side. We're going to open up the left side of the lung. So turn the right leg out. Raise up the left arm. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, stretch across with a longer exhalation. Now breathe into the left side of the lung as you extend. Out, soften the abdomen. Breathe in. And come up. Change sides. Turn the trunk to face forward. Raise up the left arm. Breathe in a full extension of the right side. And as you breathe out, stretch across. So breathe in from the hip to the armpit and the armpit to the wrist. Breathing out, soften the abdomen. Breathe into them up. Roll the shoulders back. Raise up the arms. Bend at the elbows. Stretch the trunk. And as you breathe out, hinge at the hips and just fold forward. Stretch the spine. Lengthen the crown of the head and the armpits. Soften the abdomen. Breathe into them up. Roll the shoulders back. Place your hands on your hips. Toe heel, walk your feet together and come to sit. Come to sit in any comfortable posture. Roll the shoulders back. Sit tall. You're going to breathe in from the pubic area to the navel. Breathe out and release the breath. So the breath is not going past the navel when you breathe in. You're going to focus on the activity around the navel area. So breathe in from the pubic area to the navel. And as you breathe out, move the navel back and soften the abdomen. No retention here. We're just moving the breath up from the floor to the navel. Now as you're breathing, take the breath from the floor to the navel and feel it go wide across and touch the sides of the trunk. Out and release. Continue. Breathe in from the floor to the area of the navel and take the breath horizontally across. Out and release. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out and release. Now we're going to take the breath from the navel to the sternum. So breathe out completely. And as you breathe in, feel the breath going across and touching the sides of the trunk. Breathe out, soften the abdomen. Slowly release. Now we're going to take the breath from the floor to the navel, from the navel to the sternum, and from the sternum Y shape to the heads of the shoulders. Breathe out completely. Breathe in, floor to the navel. Feel the breath touching the sides of the trunk, navel to the sternum. Feel the breath touching the sides of the trunk And from the sternum, Y-shaped to the heads of the shoulders. You can hold the breath for a few moments and release. Take a few normal breaths in between. We're going to repeat this a few times, so breathe out completely. And now breathe in. From the floor to the navel, take the breath wide, from the navel to the sternum. And from the sternum to the heads of the shoulders. Breathe out and soften the abdomen. Now imagine your trunk is a canister, be it a tumbler or a vase or a flask, that you will ideally fill up with water. You're going to fill it up with the breath. So breathe out completely. And as you breathe in, imagine the canister is being filled with the breath. Feel the breath running up the front body, the back body, and the side walls as you breathe in. Slight pause, breathe out and release. The work here is to feel the breath touching the inner walls of the body. Breathe out completely. And once again, a full breath in. Touching the inner walls of the body. Once you've reached your maximum capacity, with a slight pause, hold and release. With this increased capacity, turn the palm, the left hand up, join the ring finger, the index finger. With your right hand, place the right thumb on the right nostril, hold in the next two fingers, and with the ring and the small finger, block the left nostril. We're going to breathe out completely. Breathe in through the left, full capacity. Block the left out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Block the right out through the left. Practice this 5 times. But can you also focus on the full increased capacity of the trunk as you breathe in and out through alternate nostrils? Balancing the right side and the left side, the sun and the moon energy. And you slow down the breath, increasing its capacity at the same time. Once you're done with your 5 rounds, release your hands onto your thighs, roll the shoulders back, and sit tall. Lift the chest, lift the crown of the head, and pencil your posture once again. Become empty on the inside. Take a full breath in. Slight pause. Breathe out and a slower breath out. Gently entering both nostrils as you breathe in and gently releasing. On your next exhalation, release the chin to the chest. And continue with the breathing. A full inhalation. A slight pause. Breathe out and release. Maintaining the height of the armpits. Full inhalation. Breathe out and release. One more breath in. From the pelvic floor to the navel, from the navel to the sternum, and the sternum to the heads of the shoulders. Maintain the height of the armpits, and as you breathe out, soften the abdomen. As you breathe in, slowly raise up your head. Join your palms together. Take one more slow, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently release your hands and open your eyes. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.